Hey guys, it's David with Cars and Code. This video is a continuation of previous videos, so if you haven't seen those first, click the link below and watch those. So in this video, we're going to get our application running on iOS, and this should actually be a pretty simple process. But before we do that, I'm going to change one thing. I decided that it would be better if we have the Z-axis be the front of the car as opposed to the Y-axis. This way a user can put their phone sideways in the car or portrait orientation, and both ways will work the same. So we're going to change this phone forward vector from the Y-axis to the Z-axis, and now we can have our phone sideways or vertical in our car. So now let's actually get it working on iOS. So if you remember, the only thing we added in our Android project was the splash screen, which we're not going to be doing for iOS because we're not actually going to be putting that iOS application on the store because I'm too cheap to pay the $100 to be an iOS developer. The other thing that we added to the Android project was this Android accelerometer dependency. This will actually measure the acceleration on the Android phone and let us use that in our Xamarin Forms application. So we're going to do that same thing in our iOS project. We're first going to create a new folder called dependencies, and then we'll create an iOS accelerometer dependency. Okay, now we have our iOS accelerometer dependency. We have to inherit from iAccelerometer dependency and add our assembly xamarin.forms.dependency reference to the top, so Xamarin Forms knows to associate this class with our iAccelerometer dependency. Now that we've done that, we need to implement our interface. Now in here, we're going to be using our CM Motion Manager. This is going to be the class that manages the accelerometer for iOS. So first let's create a private variable for it in our class. Now when we have to start listening, we're going to first create our new CM Motion Manager, and then we're going to call start accelerometer updates on that manager. So first we have to give it our operation queue, and then we'll have a handler method that gets called back whenever the acceleration changes. So in here we're just going to call our acceleration changed event, which means we need to create a new accelerometer event class that we're going to assign these variables to. Now on iOS, our Y acceleration comes in backwards, so we're actually going to have to set this to the negative of the Y acceleration. And then the last thing we're going to have to do is actually invoke our event handler here. And once we've done this, we can go ahead and build onto our iOS phone. Okay, so here we have the Friction Circle app running on our iPhone. So we can see that it's going to work vertically like this. If I tap calibrate, we get that red dot. When I go forward, it moves down. When I move back, it moves up, and side to side works like you would expect. Again, if we rotate and now it's sideways, if I hit the calibrate button, now if you go forward and backwards and side to side, it still works in the exact same way. So that's exactly what we wanted. So thanks for watching this video, and the next video we're going to be actually putting the Android application up on the store, and that's going to be the end of the series. So I hope you guys enjoyed this whole series. Let me know if you want me to make more like this, and I'll definitely do that. Other than that, I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you next time.